Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I ain't gonna be on here too long. Uh, Miracles are on the way. I know when I had put the video out about when I hit the cash phone number, I had mentioned in the video about me, me seeing miracles type of stuff that's done took place too that I done saw to basically let me know that it's real, you know. And I know so I was gonna tell y'all about a couple of them that happened, a couple of things that happened to me to let y'all know that it's real. Also, it's not no joke. Um, I know for one, I started seeing the number sevens. I started seeing sevens, and I seen some twos also, but I was seeing some sevens. And when I was looking the sevens up, it was saying that miracles are on the way. Expect miracles and supernatural miracles and that type of stuff. So I had I meditate every day or whatever, and I was taught how to how to ask or command basically what we want. So long story short, I come outside one day and uh, in the backyard. It was one morning I come outside and I like right there at the back door right there. I had two birds. All of a sudden, two birds just flew and hit the ground. Boom. And one of them, and it just showing like when they say miracles, most people expect money, and I kind of was too, in a way. But miracles can mean a lot of different things. Healing, because I've been shown now on my path that I'm a light worker, and it says that I'm a healer also. You know, so and I mean it's what I've been revealed so far. I'm like I say, I'm just starting really on this journey, but so miracles could be, don't necessarily have to be finances. So anyway, I had uh I had come I had come outside in the backyard one day, one morning. Not in the backyard. I opened the door, and two birds had just all of a sudden just boom hit the concrete right there beside me, about 3 steps beside me, three steps or so to the left of me. So one of them flew off. One of them flew back off. So evidently, the one that flew off, he must have landed on the other one. When they hit the concrete, and he didn't hit the concrete. He just landed on the other bird. So he didn't get hurt. He flew off, and the other one was just sitting there, and one of his wings was kind of like spread a little bit on the concrete. So I'm sitting there. I'm sitting down, like I done sat down in the my little chair I sit in every day. So I'm sitting there, and so I'm looking at him like, dang, is he dead? So I got up and I started. I got up and I went over there to it, and I kind of leaned over. First of all, if a bird ain't finna let you just, the little bird, they ain't finna let you just walk up on them without flying off. They ain't finna do that. So I walked up on it to see if he was still was he alive. So when I got up on him, I seen his side was still, breathing. He was breathing, so he was alive. So I sat there for a second, and I went back in the house. I went back in the house. Long story short on that, the bird ended up sitting there. The bird ended up sitting there like uh, maybe 30, 45 minutes or something like that in all. So I go inside the house and I come back out. I went in for maybe 5, 10 minutes, and I come back out and he's still sitting there. So I was getting ready to do my meditation for the morning. Reason why I was out there, all these shit keep messing with me. But I was getting ready to do my meditation. So I sat down and some said some said, well, just go over there and just speak over the bird the same way you be asking, you be asking for things, speak over that bird and just see something, just see what happened or whatever. So I tried it, I did it. So I went over there and I sat in the chair like right next to the bird. Like I wasn't no more than about from where I normally sit at, I wasn't no more than about three steps to the left, you know, 3 4 steps to the left where the bird landed at. So and it's a chair right here, then it's a little bench right here. So I always sat on the bench and then the chair right beside it right here. And the bird fell right there beside the little chair. So anyway, um, so yeah, so I said, all right, so I got up, I went in the chair beside the bird. So first I just started staring at the bird. Like I just started looking at him. I didn't do nothing. I just started sitting there looking at him. And all of a sudden I just started speaking out my mouth. I just started asking the universe. I said why is this bird so healthy? I said how did this bird just get up and just fly off and fly as high as it ever flown before? I said, how is he so strong now? I started saying that and put emotion in it for some reason. And at the end I said, show me now. After I said it through them type of things, I said, show me now. I said, thank you. And like I say, so I sat there and the bird didn't do nothing. I ain't gonna lie, his wing, the wing that was spread out a little bit on the concrete, it did tuck back in the way it, normally would be at. So, but other than that, it didn't do nothing right off. Nothing didn't happen. So like I said, I was getting ready to meditate anyway. So I sat down, I got, right next to it in my bench that I normally sit in every day. I went on and sat back right there again. And I kind of let that go in a sense. So I started doing my meditation. I was in it about 10 minutes or so. And all of a sudden, when I was getting ready to come out of it, every time thank you, butterfly, thank you. But every time I get ready to come out of my meditation, I always show gratitude, thank you. So right before, probably 5 10 seconds or something like that before my meditation was over, and I was into about 10 15 minutes, but right before it was over, the bird went across my mind, and then so I started saying the same things that I was saying, verbally. I started saying it in my mind. How did a bird, just get up and just fly off and fly as high as it ever flown before, and why is he so strong and healthy now and stuff like that. So after I said it, so I started saying it in my mind. So after I said it, I took a deep breath in, deep breath out. I said thank you in my head, in my mind. So all of a sudden, when I opened my eyes and came out of meditation, as soon as I opened my eyes, I heard something go flap, 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 and flew off. Man, that bird just took and just flew off. As soon as I said thank you and opened my eyes, the bird flew off. I was like, wow, I didn't think about it. I did, but I didn't really think about it at first until it eventually hit me. Man, till it eventually hit me like, man, that was a miracle. I was like, man, because that bird, I know for a fact that bird was hurt. And first of all, like I say, no bird ain't finna let you just walk up on him anyway without flying off. So I knew for a fact he was hurt. And after I said that in my mind, and after I spoke over him, first of all, then, like I said, I did my meditation, and just so happened the bird just crossed by my mind. And so I said the same stuff that I was saying verbally prior to that. And when I come out the meditation and said thank you, as soon as I opened my eyes, the bird took and flew off. And then the crazy thing is on that with the bird, when was it? It probably about a week or two later, something like that, I guess. It was a little bird, the same type of bird was coming around, and it was like a little flower pot sitting over around him. It's a little flower pot, it's a green one, and for some reason I had put the little thing over it, what's the thing? You know the thing to set up under the flower pot so when you water it, the water don't go all everywhere or whatever. Well, I had took one of them and set it kind of off into the little hanging part of the flower pot where it was kind of like a little, where you can go in and a little shade covering it or whatever. I didn't think nothing like that when I set it in there. I just set it in there. But I noticed the bird kept coming by, walking by, and it would go in that little flower pot, then it'll leave. Come back, go in the flower pot, leave. Come back. Come to find out, the bird was sitting there making a nest. Right there where I was sitting there. Like I say, 3-4 steps over, sitting right there making a nest inside the flower pot. I was like, wow. I said, how in the world, all these, now there's some trees around here where I'm at. How in the world is all these trees around here? How is this bird that comfortable with me? I'm a human being. How is this bird that comfortable with me to build a house, a nest right here beside me and lay eggs on them in it? It laid like 4 eggs. I would come out one day, I see one egg in there. Then, late like the next day, I see another egg. It was dropping an egg a day, but would lay eggs in them. So, I mean, it must sense the vibration. It sensed I wasn't gonna harm it or something. I don't know, but that was crazy though how that bird just flew off like that. Then I got a couple more. My grandmama, I think when I had hit for that 10,000 that time on that 434 number, if I ain't mistaken, or it might have been the big one, but she always, she used to have, always had problems with her hip. So when all this happened with the lottery winnings, I'm excited. And I'm telling her, Grandma, man, it can fix your hip too, Grandma. It can fix your hip too. So I said, I'm gonna put it out there about your hip, and pray, put it out there on your hip, and meditate on it or whatever. So I didn't think no, but I did it. I came out and I started asking, why is she so healthy? Why is her hip so healthy and strong now, and all of those type of things, and say, show me now. I said, show me now, thank you. Didn't, other than that, didn't think no more about it. I wasn't gonna tell her. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was gonna see what if she say something to me, or I was gonna see, just be observing her, her movements, and see if she moving a little different than before. So something was my granddad getting a little deeper. What time? Well, I'm in 12 minutes. My granddad had about a month and a half, 2 months ago. I know my grandmama had called me upstairs because when he got up, he had to use the bathroom. My granddad did, and when he got up, he couldn't walk no farther than the coffee table, little table right there in front of the couch, and something just happened, like his left side of his body just shut down or something all of a sudden. So she had called me upstairs to come and come and help him to the bathroom. So when I got up there, I was trying to help him, but we couldn't get his left leg to really move. So she was asking, my grandma was like, you want to get that wheelchair that your uncle used to use or whatever. So I was like, yeah, let's get the wheelchair. So the wheelchair didn't have one of the things, on the bottom where you put your feet on when you roll, and it didn't have one of them on it. It was towed up or something, but it rolled. So in other words, he would have to hold his own legs up as I rolled the wheelchair to the bathroom, down the hall to the bathroom. So anyway, we got the wheelchair, and he sat down in the bathroom. And sat down in the wheelchair, but his leg, he couldn't do nothing with his leg. His leg was just So I had to lift his legs up. Put it like this: I had to lift his legs up with one arm, and then kind of push the wheelchair with the other arm. Cause If not, then his legs would have got caught up under the wheelchair as I'm rolling it. So I had to basically hold his legs up and push the wheelchair at the same time all the way down the hall to the bathroom. So in other words, his body basically had shut down. His left side had basically shut down, and which we later found out that he had to end up having surgery. He had to end up having brain surgery uh, the very next day. I think it was. Yeah. Thank you. Look at that hummingbird. Y'all see that humming? Y'all see that hummingbird? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, the yeah, he ended up having had surgery, brain surgery. He had bleed blood on his brain. What was the point? What that's what was going on with him. Reason why we found out, the next day that that's what had happened. All of a sudden, his body just shut down like that. So anyway, I got him to the bathroom door. The wheelchair ain't gonna go all the way in the bathroom, so I thank you. Look at that butterfly. Man, it's so much. I love nature. I love nature. There's so many signs in nature. A lot of good luck around butterflies, hummingbirds, and stuff. But so yeah. So anyway, I had he I got him up out the wheelchair to where he walked in to where the sink was, and from the sink right there to the toilet ain't nothing but one step basically, and turning around and sitting down or whatever. It took me 5 minutes, I know, to get my granddaddy from that point to now, cause his left side was just shut down, and so when we finally did get him on the toilet, and he sat down on the toilet, my grandmama, she had went back in the living room. She already went back in the living room. So when I went on back in the living room too. So we were gonna wait. I was gonna wait, till he got finished and then help him back up and everything. So grandmama, grandmama told me. She said, Marcus. She said, when you told me you were gonna pray for my hip that time. She said, I ain't. She said, I ain't had no problems with my hip since you said you gonna pray for my hip. She said, I ain't had no pain in it or nothing. She said, I feel a little something in it now. She said, because I've been walking out in the yard messing with the flowers and stuff all day. She said, but I ain't felt no pain, and my hip ain't been hurting or nothing. So my grandmama, uh, she got her hip. She had to have surgery on it. So she been for years. She been scared to undergo surgery. So and that got her when she said it hit me when she said that. I like, oh, for real. She said, yeah. She said, I was telling Christine, that's her sister, my auntie. She said, I was telling Christine about it, that my hip ain't hurt no more since you told me you were gonna pray for my hip. She said, but I told her I wasn't gonna tell you about it. I was like, why? But so anyway, so after that, he was ready to get off the toilet and everything. So we went in the bathroom, and eventually got him up. I had this how, and the reason why I'm describing it, because I'm letting y'all see how weak he was, and like I say, eventually we found out that the reason why, because he had bleed blood on his brain, and it basically shut his left side down. So I had to pick him up. I had to pick him up on his arms while my grandmama wiped him. That's how how weak he was. So anyway, we got him back into the wheelchair. Long story short, and rolled him into the back room. We normally want to go in and watch TV in the living room, but being that he was that weak and all, and grandma wanted to, I guess, take him to the bedroom. So rolled him to the bedroom. Got right there by the bed, you know, helped him get out the wheelchair, and did he? Yeah, I had to help him get in the bed. Well, I think he kind of, you know, kind of moved in there himself a little bit. But when he got on the bed, he was more in the middle part of the bed, and his head, the headboard was, he had to slide up to get his head closer to the headboard, but he couldn't do it. He couldn't even get up, so I had to scoop my arm up under him and lift him up to slide him forward to where his head would be, close to the headboard. That's how weak he was. So, he was like, "Thank you, son," So I was like, "No problem with that." So, anyways, when I left out the room, I came back downstairs and went outside. And for some reason, I was sitting out there, man. I don't know. I just started crying, just thinking about him. And I just started speaking, and I just started saying, the same things I was saying, like, why is my granddaddy so healthy? Why is his legs so strong now? Why do I see my granddad outside cutting grass? How did that happen? How is he cutting grass now? And I was just saying stuff like that, and I was like, show me now, thank you. And so my grandmama called me right after I finished, speaking to the universe. My grandmama had called me on the phone, and uh, no, what she did, but my phone was in the house. My phone's in the house. Right after I got finished speaking to the universe, I went in the house. And but right before I was getting for about a minute or two, I think I might have went in the kitchen for something or whatever, and I was finna come right back outside. And as I was getting ready to go, come back outside, my phone started ringing before I, could go outside, and I heard my phone ringing, so I answered it, and it was grandmama, and she was calling me to ask me did I have my uncle number to so she could call him about taking my granddaddy to the hospital the next morning. So I was like, I think so. Well, I went on the phone. I said, let me check my phone. So I'm starting to search up my contacts in my phone to see if I had his number in there. And so as I'm scrolling, looking through my phone, looking for his number, I heard my grandmama say, "What you doing in here? How you get in here?" My granddaddy done got off the bed, done started walking, grabbed the wheelchair, started pushing the wheelchair himself down the hallway, and done walked all the way back to the living room himself, and went back into the living room. And then he told her, she like, "How you get in here?" And he told her he don't even know what happened. Say he just got up, he just slid his butt off the bed, and just grabbed the thing and just started walking to the living room. He don't even know what happened, how he did it. So he told me that when grandmama told me that, when she started telling me that, she said he done walked back in here. I said, "Oh my God!" I said, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." I started thanking you. I started crying, and I can hear her voice like believing in or something, starting to actually believe me now. Cause I heard a crackle in her voice and told me she had to get off the phone. And so after we got off the phone, I started crying and just thanking the universe, thanking the universe. I know it's real. Miracles are on the way, y'all. When you see them sevens, that's what sevens mean. One of the main meanings of it is miracles. Miracles are on the way. So I just wanted to share that story with y'all to let y'all know that miracles are real. Miracles do still exist. And I've seen several miracles in my life, but that was three that here recently, within a few months or so, that happened to me that I just had to, let y'all know about it. So I'll get ready to get up out of here. Y'all don't forget to hit the like, the subscribe button. I'll be dropping more videos through this whole journey of mine. Like I said, I'm just starting the journey, so y'all get to walk the journey with me. But I'll be dropping more videos throughout this whole process of mine. Let y'all walk it with me. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the bell also. And I'll be chatting with y'all later. High vibrations. I'm out.